Yo, 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 what is going on, my fellow cloners? I come here to show you NovaLUG's first ever video. Now, if you guys don't know about NovaLUG, I will put right up in the corner right here, in the little cards, the NovaLUG video. Real quick, a quick explanation. A NovaLUG video is, well, not NovaLUG video, NovaLUG is a lug with me and Lieutenant Curious. We will be recruiting, but not yet. We have to wait for Quest of Kalee to be over. And this is what this is. This mock here is, sorry, my hand's a little shaky. My mock here is Quest on Kalee Part 1. It's a 5-part series. Part 1, 3, and 5 are on my channel. Parts 2 and 4 are on his channel. Make sure to go check out all the videos once they're out. There will be a playlist on my channel and on his channel of the Kalee mock series. So, if you guys don't know, Kalee is General Grievous's home world before he was a cyborg. It's kind of like Earth, but kind of not. It's very dense in forests. The species there are the Kaleesh. They are very tribal, and they're like war cult. They're all about war and battle. And if they are seen without their masks on, then they are ostracized or killed. So, that's a little backstory on Kalee, and I shall get right into showing you guys the mock. Alrighty guys, so here is the overview, and I'll give you a quick story as I kind of show you around the mock. So basically, the clones and the Republic send in a bunch of forces of Venator-class Star Destroyers to go make a secret base on Kalee. And what happened was, all these gunships, think a Venator-class Star Destroyer can hold, at I think, 30 or 40 gunships, and this is one of the last ones to come out. And as it came out, they didn't realize there was a droid base in the distance, and the droid base fired a blaster bolt, well, kind of like a laser, a gigantic cannon, at the gunship's right wing. The right wing is right there. But it shot it off, and it sent this spiraling out of control, and it crash land kind of with this small little lake here, which we'll go over here in a second. If the lighting would be good. Small little lake. And it crashed up on this ridge, and basically the clones are just gathering supplies that survived, gathering up here, and then they will try to find the rendezvous point. Whoa, sorry, that was not English. They went to go find the rendezvous point. They know which general direction, but they weren't given the coordinates just in case they were captured and the clones fessed up. So basically, they know the directions, and this guy right here is using his backpack kind of GPS locator thing with a walkie-talkie, trying to figure out which way's north, south, east, and west. So, why don't dive right on in to right here. So, the gunship came crashing down, and it hit the side of this ridge, and as you see, we have some water here, have some damp grass, because this isn't a beach, but it just shows some water, so there's damp grass going all the way around. The water goes from deep to shallow to really shallow, kind of like that white water. Here we have part of the pod that went onto here, and I just have some water in there, as if the waves are active and they're splashing up on into it. This clone here is dead. This one is trying not to get into the water. As you see, this wing here did fall off and starting to slide down, but then it got caught on the side because of the underwing. Up here is the missile cannon. Basically, it's just like pegged into the ground. The entire thing is on fire. If you guys can get the lighting. There's clones crawling out of it. You guys see the inside. There's crates in the inside. There's the laser cannons that have crashed on the inside. You see you got parts in here. Loose parts. Just showing that it's crashed. The turrets have fallen off. The cockpits, as you see, has come off. And like I said, it's on fire. And because this is on fire and there's oil spilling everywhere, I have this tree here, which has a function to it, and I will show you that function in a second. But it's caught that tree on fire and burnt all of its leaves, and it's in the process of catching this one on fire. So to show that, I just put some fire pieces on with some 1x1 red plates, wanted to get it focused, and some burnt dark orange leaves on top. I think I got 2, so one there, and that's just to show that they're on fire. And the rest leaves are darker. Normally the leaves would be like that color or brighter, but they're darker because the ash is covering them and they're soon to be caught on fire. So basically what's happening right now, the clones are gathering supplies that they can scavenge, and they're putting it up here, and they're going to figure out what they can take and what they cannot take to make their trek or their quest on Kalee. So as you see, he is trying to pick up the ammo for the guns that don't need a battery but actually need ammunition. So he's picking that up. These clones here are getting onto a ridge with just a basic ladder that I have placed upside down onto right here. You see, some have backpacks, some do not. These 2 have backpacks. That guy's got the GPS, and all the ones on the gunship have backpacks. So, I am sorry about my phone that just went off. I will throw that on the floor. So, here we see we have a clone who is placing the supplies down, and he's going back and scavenging up the rest. And if I turn the mock around without anything happening, let's see if I can do this. Awesome. Alright, so here's the underside of the gunship. Now, if you guys have the gunship sets, you know that they came with extra visors and antennas, or those rangefinders. And they told you to put them in these little compartments down here. I would put my finger in there and close it, but I can't. My finger is too small to get into there without breaking anything as far as it can get. So I just have those opened and showing that the extra accessories have fallen out. Now, with the Quest on Kalee mocks, at least one feature item or playability item has to be featured in the mock. And in this case, we have a clone here, and basically, if you guys see these, we remove these, okay, so these are removed, and there's little gear here, and what you do is you have this, and you spin the gear. It is a little sticky because of how it's done. I'm just going to do that, and the tree does happen to fall over and hit the clone trooper. That is the playability feature on this, showing that it has caught on fire, and it can't withstand. And obviously it can't withstand either because it just broke. So I will fix that, and I will be right back. Alright, so I just fixed the tree over there, and now I'm going to show you the underside of the gunship, showing you that we have a few, wow, that lighting, a few spare parts here, as you see. And here I decided to add this piece, which is supposed to be like the fuel line. So you see we have the kind of like tank here, or the combustion chamber, even though I feel like that would be farther up. We have it right here, and it follows this pipeline that goes all the way down and over there. If Lego was able to show things like sprouting out, I probably would have a black kind of piece like that, showing that the oil is flying out and all of that. But that is not possible with Lego. So over here is back to the beginning, and if I can continue spinning this. Alright, a few other key points to point out are the vegetation. It is highly, well, not, I shouldn't say highly vegetated, it is lowly vegetated, not as much as part 2 would be. Like I said, part 2 is going to be on Lieutenant Curious's channel, so link to his channel probably in a card at the beginning. But that has been the Quest of Kalee. Now, I shall get right out into that outro. I hope you guys enjoyed part 1 of the Quest of Kalee, as I did. I really enjoyed this, and I'm really happy to do part 3 and part 5. Part 2 and part 4, I will say one more time, they are on Lieutenant Curious's channel. Make sure to go check out those videos when they come out. Now, the schedule for the Quest of Kalee, the schedule is every other Friday. So today is the 2nd. Part 2 will come out on the 16th, Part 3 on the 20th, and so on, so forth. If you're not watching in 2016, or you're watching after the quest of Kalee is done, make sure to go check that playlist. It should be in my playlist section and in Lieutenant Curious's playlist section. Also, one more thing before we go. One more thing before we go. Make sure to go follow me and NovaLUG on Instagram, both of which are down in the description below. Mine should be the first, and it's Clone Production _Studios, and that's where you guys get all the behind-the-scenes looks of the current progress and small little hauls I do. And NovaLUG is the current process and hauls that NovaLUG has been doing. What a shock. But yes, that is that. I think I have a few pictures on NovaLUG of taking apart Kalee. Yes, it is, I don't even know what I'm going to try to say here, but I won't keep you guys for real long because this video has already probably exceeded 6-7 minutes. So, I want you to have yourselves a very nice day, and this is Clone Production Studios, signing off.